everyone, it's Indigo Eyes Art here, and on one of your favorite days, I'm told, Mandala Mondays. Today's mandala is for a cause and an interesting topic. I'm dedicating it to everyone who is struggling with addiction and those who have won that war. That is, they are free of addiction. It's no easy feat, but I do know that in our society, nobody looks at them as winners. Rather, it's a topic no one wants to discuss. Thus, the teens and even the adults, they struggle on their own from the fear of being judged and looked down upon. As I always say, and I've said it and I will always say it, it's a disease. Addiction is a disease and it should be looked, treated, and discussed in that way, regardless of the reason how anyone got addicted. It's not a lifestyle contrary to the popular belief. Now, I can confidently talk about this because I've run a support program for years and years, and for the teens, actually. I'm not leaving adults out, but I somehow had more teens in these groups. And from that experience, I've written a book on teen addiction and developed a support program that has been very successful. Why? Because it's different than any other group, or it's different than any other support program out there. One major point of my program is that I provide support one on one. It's not a group, it's not a group of 50 people like in a class. So it's one on one and strictly confidential, and this gives them a safe place to talk without being judged. And I don't offer advice, I'm listening, I'm being their best friend. Or so they find it a safe place, and safe place to discuss their issues or the problems. Secondly, I want you to think of it. The question is, what's one thing that helps a sick person get better soon? It is the support from their friends, the family, and of course, the person who is treating them, or the doctor, or anyone. So, same is true for the people who are struggling with addiction, because it's no different than a disease. I especially wrote about teens because they are one group of people who feel they cannot talk to anyone about their problems. And I am used to talking to teens because they are my interns for for the science projects, and I still tutor the high school students and so forth. So they find it easy to talk to me and they confide in me. So the reason being also that I listen to them and support them in the right direction without any judgments or telling them what they have done wrong in the past or what they should be doing. The goal is to listen to them, provide them a safe place, and instill confidence in them and support them so that they can truly work on getting rid of this beast. Okay, so today's mandala, hopefully, other people will draw it with me. So today's mandala is for the goal to get the addicted people out of the deadly web they are entangled in. So having said that, let's draw our mandala today for one of the very important causes, that is any habit that is controlling you or gotten out of your hands rather than you being in charge of it. So my white circle is already drawn, and I already separated my colored pencils in a group, but anything that works for you is fine. Now, another important fact about mandala is that I'm drawing and coloring the mandalas the way they should be, like on a black paper, a white circle, and a white pencil. And I've explained this in my past videos. Plus, because I draw truly from my heart, and I'm told that a lot of people have benefited from these. So, these are imbibed with my good and strong energy because of being connected to the divine and the universe and grounded. So these mandalas get blessed, and also whenever most of the Indian people, they start anything creative, they say mantras to get blessings from the gods and goddesses. That is, in case of creative art, for example, whether it's music, it's writing, drawing. So first we call upon Ganesha, because he's the remover of obstacles and gives us good luck. Then in my case, I call upon goddess Saraswati also because she endows with wisdom and knowledge. And Kali, I always call upon, um, call it as my favorite, but she is the one who destroys the demons. And these demons could be anything. They could be physical, psychological, and addiction is a demon that we could definitely use Kali's help to free our society of addiction, be it any, like I said above. Okay, so what I found over the years is that seeing anyone living with addiction or trying to get rid of it, it really bothers me. It brings tears to my eyes because it's really hard to see them in that living that way, and they are entangled in this web and they don't know how to come out of it, thus keep on living, just like that. So this destroys not only that one person but the whole family and the people attached to them. It has been especially hard for me to see the teens in these situations because they are so young, so they should be full of life, which is being sucked out of them because of this addiction, and they have a full great life ahead of them, but they are so lost, so misinformed, and then they feel that they can't pour their heart to anyone and that no one listens to them or any adult has no time for them. Over the years, I've asked the teens this question: why? So the answer has been, it has been the same answer. Either they are bored or have problems and adults don't want to listen to them or level with them. Even if their parents or counselors try listening to them, they are judging and giving advice without understanding what they are trying to say, what the teens are trying to tell them. So using the drugs give them a strong companionship, I guess. This is what they told me, that so the other drug addicts, and it gives them a companionship with them where they all in a group with each other doing drugs and talking about their problems. But the teen people, or I don't know about the adults, but at least because my focus is teens, they do this without really understanding the consequences, because everyone in the beginning, they always think they can control whatever they are using because maybe they are stronger than the other person, which is a very big misinformation. It's all body physiology, and some things become out of control. So by the time they realize that it was a wrong path, they are too deep in it and they are already stuck, like in a quicksand, unable to get out by themselves. And another reason the teens have always given to me is that there is always someone who says to them that the drugs are safe and is great to use any sort of drugs, even if it's alcohol. And a major mistake our society makes it is to think anything that is prescribed is safe. They don't realize that it's safe for whom it's prescribed, and only if used properly. We have responsibility too to use anything in our hands to handle it properly. For example, anyone who wants to drive a car, they have to learn to drive, pass a test, and even after getting a driver's license, they have to be responsible and to follow the rules and be careful while driving. Now, if they run into an accident, they cannot blame the manufacturer of the cars that they should have never been invented because the cars kill people or there are accidents. Similarly, it's not fault of DMV to have given them the license because they did their due diligence, by testing your skills. So the point I'm making is any modern technology or an old technology, or whether it's a herb or a natural plant, we need to be responsible. And children are the only ones whose responsibility falls on adults. Okay, enough said. I have been almost drawn everything and even coloring now. I have drawn a phoenix as it came strong in my meditation. So anyone who really wins from the demon of addiction is like this rising phoenix that is born new, a better and stronger person. I wish that everyone in the society could see them in this way rather than shunning them as if they were some trash. Forgive me, I've used the word trash as I have seen even the addiction clinicians not having any sympathy for these patients, and the same with the rehab clinics, even the pain clinic with the pain patients. Okay, so this topic is for another day's discussion, and I definitely want to discuss this. But today we are making this mandala to empower everyone and anyone who is dealing with any habits that have gone out of control. Rising Phoenix is also a symbol, actually, to remind the winners of addiction that this is how strong they are and give courage to the struggling ones that they can do this. Okay, of course, I'm always here to help whoever contacts me for help on the matter, as I just said in the beginning. And I'm proud to say that if they stick to my advice and stay strong, I have had 100% success with them, teens and the adults. No one is happier to see them emerge stronger out of all this darkness than myself. They must be happy, but I tell you, it really, pleasure is all mine. I'm not making it look easy, but I'm saying that with the right kind of support and right tools, addiction can be overcome. Even then, they have to take a day at a time, but then they learn the most important lesson of life that we all need to follow also, that is living in the present moment. And they develop other better sound habits. Okay, so they're not giving up a habit, it's just they're developing new habits. And as you can see here, my obsession with the eyes, but eyes are windows to the soul. And my name, Meenakshi, it already means a girl with beautiful eyes, the fish eye, the eyes that are shaped like a fish. Okay, in all this speaking, I didn't realize that mandala is almost finished, although coloring is left yet. I've placed an Om sign on top, and this is for blessings and support. And as I've described previously, how Om sound is the only one that has power to destroy the negative energies. So, as I was saying, so any hardship in life, it comes with tall lessons, only if we want to learn. There are two ways to take any mishap in life. We can complain and keep withering away, or we have already lived through that horrible moment, so we can take a moment and look and face the hardship. Agree that it's there, regardless of the reason or the blame. So learn what it's telling us. Learn and move on from there. You will see that you come out of that horrible situation not only much wiser, stronger, but more successful in life, just like this phoenix that is being drawn. So you see the doors open for you that you never thought were possible, and never saw those opportunities and missed them, or thought you are unable or not qualified enough to accept those opportunities, any opportunities, I mean. So I am placing some peacock feathers over here as well. So this mandala, I'm really trying to put all the blessing signs in there, and I say this from my experience, as I've said it in the past, that meditating on each of the mandalas that I draw, and you should draw your own as well, and it will help, and it always helps to get rid of any situation you are in. But we need to have faith in anything we do. So I didn't realize it's almost gotten colored, and the mandala is almost nearly finished, until and unless something else comes in my mind. I've placed an Om sign on the top for blessings and support. And I've described in the previous videos how Om sound, you should say the Om sound, and how this is the only one that has power to destroy the negative energies because of the frequency Om sound vibrates, okay? And all these colors and everything, it just, like I said, it just, from the meditation, one symbol you get, or even if you get a number of symbols, but everything else builds on itself. And I'm always amazed how all the colors and the images, they fall in place harmoniously. I did remove something. I was trying to draw a lotus flower on the top, and at the time it seemed very crowded, but I do need something on the top as well. So after I color more, I'll see what I'm doing. I guess I have to draw the lotus, and I have to draw the lotus, one of the reasons being to remind you, and especially the teens, that this lotus, what is this lotus saying to you? If you've seen a lotus in real life, it's a very beautiful flower that grows in dirt, and yet it's untouched from the dirt. So this is what it's exactly telling you, that look at me, I grow in mud, yet I am beautiful and emerging from the mud, untouched from it. What that means is that even if you might have all sorts of negative things around you, or any of the, let's say, drugs around you, you can remain untouched from all that and follow your own path. Okay, you don't need to get dragged in any of the lower vibrations, or the I really want to say, you don't want to get dragged in the mud with other mud. And drawing lotus in this mandala, it shows the support of the goddesses, who are different aspects of the divine Durga. And I have made the previous last week's video where I did explain how Durga is a divine mother who rides a tiger, and she assumes the different forms. So it's one goddess, but different forms as needed, because she's going to assume the form of Kali when she needs to battle the demons, and she is always victorious. I don't know, for some reason I really like making the details in anything I do. It might take a longer time for me to do all that, but or even when you will draw, especially for the mandala, you will see, and if you've done it so far, you will see that until it's done, you will keep drawing it. It tells you by yourself. You will know when to end it, or what, when you're done coloring or drawing all these, whatever you're drawing. I'm drawing flowers and all those circles and stuff. So it doesn't seem complete to me. That's I'm coloring it, and whatever fits in. It seems to be finished almost. It needs something, and that's what I'm trying to finish the lotus. But I would say, with all the best wishes from bottom of my heart, I hope this mandala reaches to all those who need it, and they can use, or they use it to draw strength from it and succeed. So my best wishes for their success. Or they can DM me, email me, or call if you need more explanation on the mandala system, or how I can help with addiction. And it's I've done it on Zoom lately a lot, especially because of COVID. So all this remains confidential, and as I've already explained above. So good luck. Thanks for your attention, and I'll see you next Monday with some lighter and fun topic. I think my mandala is done, so bye for now.